Good morning and welcome back to our Leadership Empowerment session. And this morning I want to share with you on something that I haven't heard before, and I know you shall enjoy this teaching as well. The title for this morning is Cultural Intelligence and Diversity Awareness. And this is all about leading effectively in a diverse world. We want everything to be nicely packaged in the simple things, the same things all over. But unfortunately, that will never happen. Why? Because we are working with people. And once you work with people, leading people, people are different backgrounds, different cultures, and different points of reference. And that influences the way they think, they act, and based upon this, we need to adapt our leading styles accordingly. We live in a world that is more connected and diverse than ever before because of the internet, because of social media. The world is one large city. You can connect with anybody right across the globe at any time of the day. Whether you are in ministry, in the workplace, or in your community, we as leaders must understand and appreciate the differences in people. As I've said, their backgrounds, their cultures, their languages, and their perspectives. And the good scriptural reference is Revelation 7 verse 9. After this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude, no one could count, from every nation, every tribe, people and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb. So heaven celebrates diversity, but we want uniformity. Instead of copying heaven and celebrating diversity. And I'm not talking about uniformity, I'm talking about unity. And to get to this point of understanding, we must have cultural intelligence, CQ. We have heard about emotional coefficient, EQ. We have heard about intelligence coefficient, IQ. And now I am throwing something different in, and that is CQ, cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence is the ability to relate, and to work effectively across cultures, across languages, across perspectives. It goes beyond tolerance. It's about understanding, valuing, and adapting to diversity, so that we can lead with wisdom, empathy, and in unity. And secondly, CQ is the ability to understand and adapt to cultural differences while maintaining your own values and effectiveness. And that is a definition for CQ. It includes 4 major components. CQ drive is about motivation, the desire to learn and engage with other cultures. Number 2, CQ knowledge, understanding cultural norms, practices, and systems. Thirdly, CQ strategy, the ability to plan and adjust when interacting with different cultures. I had the privilege of traveling quite extensively, globally, throughout Africa, North America, some place in South America, India, the Philippines, and you get to know different cultures, different people, how they think, how they act. And we need to get to that place of understanding this. And the 4th point is CQ action, the capacity to adapt appropriately in a cross-cultural situation. We are sitting in our workplaces, different tribes, different languages, different cultures. We need to understand each of them on how to function within that aspect. Why is CQ? Why is it important in leadership? It builds trust. It builds trust in diversity. Diverse teams thrive when a leader is creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. And it's great, trust me, it's great if you can work in a cross-cultural environment. It enhances communication. The awareness of cultural differences helps us to communicate effectively. Certain tribes prefer definitive guidelines. Others need some information, just broader dotted boundaries. Others need detail, and so forth and so forth. And if you understand this, you will be successful in your communication. Thirdly, it reflects Christ's inclusive nature. He is inclusive. And if we as leaders are known to be Christians, we must copy that pattern of effectiveness. Jesus spoke to Jews, Samaritans, the Gentiles, demonstrating that God's kingdom includes everyone. Number 4, it creates influence. Cultural intelligence, CQ. If you are a CQ leader, then you can connect with more people and lead more effectively in different environments, different people's group, different cultures, and that makes you successful. 1 Corinthians 9 verse 22 says, I have become all things, Paul says this, I have become all things to all people, so that by all possible means I might save some. Become all things to all people, so that they can relate to you. And once they relate to you, they will stand in relationship with you. And once they are standing in relationship with you, you can lead them with their permission. So this is basically the background or the introduction to cultural intelligence, CQ. Once you have that, we can move over to the next point that I want to discuss this morning briefly, and that is understanding diversity. It's not just about race or ethnicity. It includes my gender, my age, social economic backgrounds, education and experience, beliefs, values and personality, language and nationality. So there are more than just this one thing that we think about culture is a race thing. It's more than race, and it includes all these elements I've just spoken about. Leaders who recognize these different aspects or dimensions of diversity can foster the environment of inclusion, of creativity, and of trust. And I want to give you a few biblical examples of diversity and unity. Jesus and the Samaritan woman, John 4. He broke all cultural barriers between Jews and Samaritans by traveling through Samaria and investing time with the Samaritan woman, which was a social taboo, and yet he saved her life. We need to get away from that social taboos, that social cultural taboos, so that we can get to people. We are working in a very diverse environment. The second example I want to show you is Paul the Apostle. He adapted his message to the Athenians, using their cultural reference, understood their worldview, and used it to reveal the truth of Christ. So once you understand your culture, the cultural differences or the diversity of your group you're leading, you can use examples that they can relate to. Don't just use Western examples. Not everybody can relate to those examples. So when I write a book, I want to bring in an African flavor. I've co-authored a book on leadership philosophies for educators in a South African context. So we take education and we apply it to our South African context. This brings diversity. This brings understanding. Another example is Peter and Cornelius. In Acts 10, God taught Peter not to call any person unclean, because his kingdom is cross-cultural. We need to lead people and not offend people that are different from us. How do I develop this cultural intelligence? How do I develop a CQ? Be curious. Learn about other cultures. Do research. Before you go into an area that you haven't been there before, study their culture. Study the no-nos. Read through the newspapers. When you're leading a diverse group of people in your workplace, make sure that you understand their cultures. Build relationships across cultural boundaries. I know for many this might be difficult. It's beyond your comfort zone. Friendship is one of the most effective teachers for understanding. Get to know people, how they think, how they operate, what their strengths and weaknesses are, because every culture has strengths and weaknesses. Recognize your own cultural lens. Recognize your own strengths, your own weaknesses. Everyone views the world through their culture's lenses. This is how they see life. For them, their perspective is their truth. Be aware of this in the same way as your perspective is your truth. Remember, no one has the perfect picture. No one has the holistic view on something specific, because we can see only from our perspective. This is my truth. But once I have understanding and I see and hear what others are seeing and hearing from their perspective, understanding will come to me. Therefore, practice empathy. Try to see another person's point of view before responding from your perspective. Adapt your leadership style. What works in one culture or one group may not necessarily work in another. So become flexible in your leadership style. Never compromise on the principle or the truth, but how you package that principle is important based upon the culture. And then celebrate the diversity in your team. By being diverse in your team, you become more effective. And the end result is unity in diversity, which is Gauteng's slogan, the motto, as part of their coat of arms. And I think it's powerful. Unity in diversity. It's not uniformity. It's unity. Galatians 3:28 says, there is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free man, male or female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Our first few millimeters of our skin may be different from another, but inherently we are all the same. Unity does not mean the sameness, but it's in oneness of purpose. So ask yourself this morning, do I intentionally include people from different backgrounds in my decision making? Do I communicate in ways that reach everyone, not just those like me? Tough question. Ask yourself, am I modeling respect for diversity in how I speak and act? Be kingdom-minded. Have a broader vision than just your own culture. Cultural intelligence is not a modern-day management idea. It's a kingdom principle. It is there from the beginning. God created diversity to reflect His fullness. When leaders learn to lead across cultures, they mirror the heart of God, who embraces all nations and peoples. So take this information. This is very brief. Take this information. Apply it in your workplace. Apply it in your church. Apply it in your community. And you shall be surprised to see how understanding and respect will come. We are able to think across boundaries. Thank you for joining in this morning, and I want to encourage you. Share this video widely on your social platforms. It will be posted on my YouTube channel. Share it, like it, follow us, and we truly appreciate your efforts regarding this. And lastly, if you want me to come and visit your church, your business, to help with leadership training and empowerment, you are more than welcome to contact me. We are here for you. Thank you. Enjoy your day.